Dang it!
Still not working. Alpha said he fixed them.
What's wrong with these teleporters?
I have no idea.
It is not your teleporters.
What is it then?
Yeah.
This is your new command center. It is where you will take PRNT from now on.
Well, okay then.
Awesome.
Thank you, Jason David Frank.
And Mr. Saban.
That's Tom.
And that's Chris.
Let's face it, there's been some pretty attractive females on Power Rangers.
We have our top 10, so stay tuned.
It's PRNT time. Welcome, Rangers,
To this episode of
PRNT,
your source for all things
Power Rangers.
On this episode, we're going to go through all the seasons of Power Rangers, and we have a top 10 of hot power females just for you.
We sure do. Before we start this list, I do want to say me and Tom worked together to make this top 10. So we both agreed on our top 10, and that is what you're going to do.
But first, our number 10.
All right, so for number 10, I would have to say Jen, the Pink Time Force Ranger.
Okay.
I think she's very attractive, not only physically, but the fact that she is a pink Power Ranger leader of the team. She kicks butt, and that is what makes her so attractive. She is number 10 on the list.
So you're attracted more to the kick butt than...
I am attracted to kick butt.
I would have to be in agreement with that. All right. Moving on now to number 9.
Number 9.
Ashley from Turbo and In Space. Yes. Now, this is definitely one that I chose. Mostly because I'm a sucker for belly shirts. Going beyond the physical part, though, Ashley did show her compassionate side for Andros in Space. She was very worried about Andros with the whole his sister being missing thing. So she showed that she was also a good, caring friend with a great, caring personality. So that's why we made her our number 9.
All right. All right. Time for our number 8. Summer from RPM, the Yellow Ranger.
Yep.
She is physically attractive. Mm-hmm. She is kick butt.
Right.
But she's not just kick butt. She comes from a background where she didn't have to be a fighter, where she could have lived a prissy life, but she walked away from that and say, you know what, I'm more than that. And that's very attractive. Coming in at number 7.
Now, this is going to be one that's going to cause some feedback. And any feedback you may have, we'd love to hear it in the comments. But for our number 7, it's Kimberly from Mighty Morphin. Okay, now Kimberly we know is every guy our age's first crush.
Oh, man.
Oh, yes. Yes. And we were so envious of Tommy.
Oh, wait.
What?
Tommy?
Yeah.
Jason David Frank?
That's him, yeah.
I love you, JDF.
We were so envious of him when he got to kind of date Kim on and off. We even saw a few kissing scenes because we were just so attracted to Kim. She's so cute. Again, belly shirts. Can't help it. But the reason we put Kim down lower was because of why?
We besides the physical for our list, we also wanted to look at the Power Rangers' personality.
We're not pure pigs, ladies.
Yes, we're not that shallow.
That's right.
But we wanted to look at their personalities, their traits. And Kimberly, she has this Valley Girl personality, like, I'm going to the mall, And that seems a little high maintenance.
Slightly annoying.
Slightly a little annoying
too, yeah. So that's why Kim is our number 7.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Nothing against you.
We love you. We love Kimberly.
We do.
You're still in the top 10.
That's true.
Now for our number 6.
Number 6 is Gia.
Gia from Megaforce.
Yes.
Gia, she again is a beautiful blonde.
Yep.
She can kick butt. Like we said, we're attracted to the blondes. We're attracted to the kick butt girls.
True.
And she definitely has that spirit of, I'm not going to let anyone push me around.
Right.
Number 5.
Our number 5. Whoops. Maybe because just the accent alone is enough to drive you wild. It's Kat from Mighty Morphin, Zeo, and Turbo.
Yes.
After she broke Rita's spell and she got past all that, we really saw her character develop into this team player, someone that the team could always rely on, maybe even flirting with Tommy a little bit, but
marrying him one day. So again, we just thought Kat fit into our number 5 spot. All right, now moving on with our number 4.
This one is my favorite.
Yes.
Kyra Ford. Why Kyra? It's because she's the kind of spunky. She's kind of like the pre-hipster, She's the musician. She would wear the cooler clothes, with the holes and stuff, and she just was different than some of the Rangers we have seen before. And just that personality, that hipster, kind of lifestyle is something I've always been attracted to. She's her own person. She knows who she is. But plus, she can kick my butt. So, Kyra Ford, number 4.
Well, one thing's for sure, you would definitely not want to get into a screaming match with her.
No. Yeah.
Coming in at number 3. Tori from Ninja Storm, the Blue Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
She's a female Blue Ranger. That blew my mind when I first saw her.
Right.
Again, she's a blonde. She's awesome, laid back. She's
very sporty.
She's very sporty.
Very
she's
sporty.
a surfer.
That's right.
Yep. She flows with the water. Her personality is just so awesome, and every time I see her on screen, I just fall in love.
So that is Tori, our number 3. Moving now to number 2.
Number 2.
Coron from Lost Galaxy. Now she came in a little over halfway through the season. But she stole our hearts right away.
For those who don't know, Coron was Astronema, the main villain of In Space.
Right. So we knew her before that, with a different colored hair and stuff.
Being Andros' sister.
Right.
Which still blows my mind sometimes. I have to say, sometimes I watch it and I'm like, wait, that's Andros' sister.
Right,
That's weird.
Yeah. But I'd say, even when she was Astronema, she was pretty hot. But once she took off that wig and became that blonde, put on that leather,
blonde.
Yeah, put on that leather top. I tell you what, just she stole our hearts even more.
Whew.
Yeah, it's getting hot in here. That's right.
And it's not just because the lamps.
That's right.
All right. Before we get to our number 1, here are some honorable mentions.
Our first honorable mention, also from Lost Galaxy,
Maya. The reason she did not make the list is her personality was a little less mature than some of the other Rangers. And as men, we are attracted to women, not girls. Our second honorable mention,
also a Yellow Ranger,
Z from SPD. She was kick butt. She was awesome, which made us really want to put her on the list, but we had to narrow it down, and she just missed it. That's why she is not on the list.
Yep.
And for our final honorable mention, Kendall from Dino Charge. Mm-hmm. She was a mentor, sort of, in the beginning.
Very smart.
Very smart.
Yep. Which is attractive, too.
Yes. Smart chick. We are awesome, okay?
We really are.
We don't just look at the physical. We like girls with brains. We like girls who speak their own minds.
But, I'm sorry, he's married.
Yes. But he's single, ladies. Hit him up at WizCon.
That's right.
She finally got what she wanted and became a Power Ranger, and that's why she's able to be on the list at all, even as an honorable mention.
Right.
So, Kendall, you're awesome.
Now the moment you've all been waiting for.
Our number 1 spot, Kat Manx.
Now wait, hold on. She wasn't a ranger, Chris.
Yes, she was for one episode.
One episode.
She was a cat ranger in SPD.
Yep.
And it's also very ironic that Cat is not a blonde. She was not a yellow ranger.
Yeah.
But she was very smart. And she was awesome. And very attractive. Very, very beautiful, both physically and spiritually. She's just amazing. And that is why she's number one.
Yep.
And while we were going through our list, we pretty much knew where Cat was going to be. We just looking at her picture, I was like, well, once again, thanks for sticking around. If you go here, you can like us on Facebook.
And if you go here, you can follow us on Twitter.
The links are also down in the description.
And before we sign off, remember, our hope is that the power will always protect you.
Let's power down. You're probably asking, whoa, what's up with those shirts?
It's true.
We are going to
WizCon Chicago, August 18th through the 21st, to meet
Jason David Frank.
Yeah, and a few others, but he's our primary focus. And of course, while we're down there, we're going to try and spread the news of PRNT. We're going to have business cards. We're going to be wearing these shirts along with another friend of ours. And
here's the exciting part.
Right?
You, and yes, I mean you,
that's true,
have the chance to win an official PRNT t-shirt.
Free of charge, even.
All you have to do is walk up to us at the con and say,
it's PRNT time.
If you are the first one to walk up to us and say, it's PRNT time, you will be granted this shirt. Now, we're awesome people.
Right.
Not to toot our own horns.
No.
If you are not the first person to, get the t-shirt, we will give you a business card, but we'll make it a little special. We'll even sign it for you.
Sure.
Not that we're big and special, but
one day we might be.
So we will give you a signed business card if you are not the first one.
That's right.
But remember, come to us at the con and say, it's PRNT time. Okay.
I have a shirt just for you.